Hey guys, what's up? So every time I post on any platform, I get asked the same questions. And those questions are always LGBT related. So I figured, you know what, Sam, just sit down and give the people what they want. So today, I'm going to be answering many of your questions. So on Instagram, I had people send me questions of advice that they needed, and I picked the most popular questions to hopefully help as many people as I possibly can. And since I'm Superman, I have to be here to save them. Before I jumped into this video, I also wanted to thank the sponsor of this video. Today's video is sponsored by Underwear Experts. The first question is, what can I wear to PE class as a trans guy to not feel so dysphoric? So I'm going to start with what's under your clothes, and that's your underwear. Now, you can't go to PE class without underwear. That would be awful. If you do not know what Underwear Expert is, there are subscription websites where you can buy underwear, every 3 months, every 2 months, every 1 month, whatever you prefer. I'm just going to show you a few of their products so you can see what I've got. I have like over 15 pairs from them, and every single pair is outstanding. So first things first, Underwear Expert always sends you the correct size because they go based off of your waist size, not based off of small, medium, or large. In one brand, you might be a small, and one brand, you might be medium. It all depends on your waist size. So size will never ever be a problem with Underwear Expert. So when you go to the website, you can actually build your own box. You can choose from 1 to 3 pairs. So if you just want 1 pair, you can get that. If you want 3 pairs, you can get that. There's also an option on the website where you can get sent random pairs of underwear. So if you're feeling spontaneous, you can click that. But if you want to, you can just pick your own, which is what I normally do. Also, you can browse to their Instagram and add whatever you want into your box, which I found pretty cool. I did not know that. Oh yeah, and before your box is sent out, you can check what's in your box and change it if you want anything to be changed before they ship it. And for the best part, you can get 55% off your first month with this code right here, CollinsSam. But yeah, if you guys do actually want to buy some underwear, check my description. The link will be there. You can get 55% off your first month, and tell me how it is. Tell me if you like it. So I guess I just decided to forget to answer the rest of the question. So what I would say is wear shorts or sweatpants, whatever, and then if it's possible, wear a hoodie. That's what I used to do in PE class, just to cover up my whole body, but it gets really hot. So I'm just saying it gets really hot. Or you could layer some shirts if you'd like. You could layer a couple of shirts, just don't make it look super obvious. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to try to answer these questions as fast as possible and as simple as possible. So what's the best way to get a binder without my parents knowing? Now that's kind of dangerous. I don't know if I would do that because I don't know your parents. They could be crazy. They could be cool. We don't know. So what I would say is if you really want to order a binder and hide it, you can order something online and then track the package and make sure you get that package that day before anybody else sees it, If you want nobody finding out, I don't suggest buying a binder because, the package might come on a day that it wasn't even expected. Just be really careful if you're going to do that. How much time would you say it's good between coming out and starting hormones? I don't think there's really a timeline. I would say come out first, cut your hair, whatever, wear the clothes that you want, see how you like that, and then if you're still comfortable with that and it feels completely right, then start hormones. I wouldn't say just transition and jump right into hormones right away. I've heard of people who have transitioned, didn't take any hormones, and they hated it, so they went back. But I would suggest transitioning in other ways first before just jumping on hormones, because you never know. How do you deal with family stuff, the dead naming / refusal to admit the change? So the type of person I am, and this doesn't work for everybody, you don't have to take this advice. If someone doesn't want to respect me, then I have no problem cutting them out of my life. If they want to sit here and dead name me, if they want to sit here and say that I have a mental illness, if they want to sit here and say you are garbage because you're trans or you're not normal, regardless of who they are, I will cut them out of my life. I just find anyone who's toxic to me and really cannot even just go out of their way to respect me, they don't have a right to be in my life, because I feel like love is unconditional. If you love somebody, you're gonna stick by them forever. If you think somebody is toxic in your life and is causing a lot of pain, just don't talk to them for a while. Say, hey, I need my space for a while. You are doing this and it's harming me, so I'm just gonna try to back off for a little bit. You can try that, but if you're stuck, I would probably politely say hey, my name's John, not Sarah. So some people just aren't meant to be in your life. That sounds really sad. Didn't mean to make it emo hour, but maybe it is emo hour. If someone's accidentally doing it, that's fine. People make mistakes. I think that's fine. I respect that. But if they're going out of their way to be yo, Sarah, what the fuck is up? Sarah, she, her, hers, women, you're a woman. Then I would be okay, I wouldn't talk to them anymore. How to make ourselves understand that we are normal even being trans? Well, I have transitioned for 7 years and I still can't do that. So, how the hell do you not hate yourself? Look at my face. How could you hate a face like that? Is it ever too late to figure out your gender identity? I don't think so, because you can deny things for so long and eventually come to a realization of your denial. I knew that I was trans when I was a very young kid, and then when I was 15, I was yeah, I'm definitely trans. So, as a cis girl, is it good or bad for me to try to understand or relate to trans struggles? No, I think it's great that you try to understand, because we need people to understand. I'll be careful with relating to trans issues because, you know, if you guys right now are a viewer and you're not trans or whatever, people might get offended if you try to relate like one experience of yours to their trans experience. They might get offended by it. So maybe don't do that. But if you try to understand, I can't see anyone like seeing harm in that. I think that's great. Is it hard to find a girlfriend? I feel like this is a very 50-50 question. My biggest struggle with dating was, is this person gonna get sick of me being trans? And it's still one of my like biggest fears. It's like, how long are people gonna put up with this until they've had enough? You know, that's the mentality that I've had dating. And I never had successful dating just because like dating is fucking hard, dude. It's fucking hard. But now that I'm engaged, I wouldn't say it was too hard to find somebody to be with. You just have to find someone who understands. That's all. And it's really hard to find someone who understands. So technically, is it hard? Yes, I guess so. Even if you're not trans, it's hard to find someone who understands. But hey, if the person you're dating is cool with who you are, that shows it right there. If they're getting weirded out every so often, maybe that's not the best thing, but if they start understanding, I think that's really good. Or if they understand from the start. 1 year on T and have not used the men's bathroom yet because of anxiety. Any advice? If you do not feel like you pass, or if you do not feel safe in the men's room, don't go in there. I still hate public bathrooms. I'll go into a family one if I can. I just don't like public bathrooms. I don't like people hearing me pee. I've always been like that. It's just weird. I feel weird. So yeah, if you're not comfortable and you feel like someone is going to beat you up, definitely don't go in the bathroom. How soon does T get rid of periods and increase muscle mass? So I'm going to tell you this from my own experience. My muscle mass took longer than to get rid of like cycles. I would say like maybe 3 months on T. It all depends on what type of T you're taking. 3 months on T is when everything stopped for me, but it's different for everybody. I was taking injections at the time too. And my muscle mass, I would say that definitely took 1 to 2 years to start increasing. And when you start working out, you really notice it. Is your voice getting higher when you stop taking T? No, if I stopped taking testosterone right now at this second, my voice would sound like this in 3 years. It would sound exactly the same, so be careful. Testosterone really changes a lot about you. If you're doubting anything, don't do it unless you want to sound like this for forever. Being a trans guy sucks, so I'm transitioning to a cis man. Advice? Yes. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing. So, I'm with you. Does dysphoria ease the further along you physically transition? No. Dysphoria has not gone away from me. I've had it as long as I can remember. I would definitely say, obviously, taking hormones and having surgery helps, like no shit. But I still have dysphoria every day. I think I wake up and have dysphoria. Like, I wake up and I'm like, this is awesome. I'm trans and I feel great. It's been like that, though, for like 15 years. So I'm kind of used to it. But that doesn't make it any better. I would say, though, yes, as you transition, of course, your dysphoria lessens. How to explain to others how dysphoria feels like? I really like this question because I have the perfect answer, okay? So let's say you're trapped in a box. There's no way out. You can't get out, you are trapped. And then someone decides to fill the box up with bugs. All these bugs, head to toe. There's all these roaches, let's say. And you're stuck in the box, but there's roaches crawling all over you. And you don't like roaches. You want them to be gone. They need to go. They have to go, but you're stuck, right? And they're gross and it's disgusting. Get off of me. That's kind of how dysphoria feels. You want them to go away, but they won't go away. So then you have to fix it. You either have to like the roaches or you have to kill the roaches. It's one or the other. That's how it feels, I guess. I don't know. You don't like bugs. You don't want them on you. It's fucking gross. That's dysphoria. Is it normal to have trans doubt or be scared of transitioning? I get this question a lot and it's concerning. I never had trans doubt. I was scared to transition at first because of society, family, friends, all of that stuff. Hormones, surgeries. It's scary to think about that whole thing. Like, fuck, I have to go have surgery now. I have to take hormones. I have to tell everybody. And it's like super scary. That's the only thing I would say I was scared about transitioning. I wasn't scared that I would feel differently one day. That was never something that crossed my mind. But again, I knew this when I was a kid, before I even hit puberty. So I gave myself, I was like, maybe once I hit puberty, you know, things will change. Or maybe when I'm in high school and like I date a guy, things will change. I never dated a guy, things never changed. So I was like, okay. And it just like step by step, you know. Is there any cheap alternative ways to bind? I don't have enough after bills to buy one. There are really not safe ways to bind at your house. Like ace bandages are not nice. I did use them. I used many things for binders. What I would say is a safe thing to do is buy like a smaller like sports bra that's a little bit tight, but not so tight that you suffocate yourself. And then maybe layer a tank top and then a t-shirt on top of that with like a hoodie. Or like sometimes I've used 2 or 3 shirts under. That's really good for the winter time, but when the summertime comes around, that's not very good. So I would die in the summer. I would usually be sweating my ass out. I was so sweaty. So actually, that was the last question on my list. So, all of this being said, I hope you guys did like that video, and if you did, let me know, because I can definitely do more of these. I hope that they're helpful, because I get asked these questions so often. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this video. If you want me to do another one, please let me know, because I don't know if I should or not. And if you do want to buy some underwear, the link will be in my description. You can get 55% off your first month of Underwear Expert. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you next week with a new video. Thanks for watching. Good night. Goodbye. Peace. Bye.